great rabbis of yesteryear. We are in the Hebrew month of Cheshvan, and it marked the Hilula, this specific month in of itself, of a great rabbi, Rabbi Moshe Levy Z'tl. I believe he passed away on Yud Aleph Cheshvan, was his Hilula. He was only 39 years of age at the time of passing, but was one of the really great rabbis and achieved so much in his lifetime. And let's explore some of the highlights of the great rabbi's life. So he was born on the 21st of January in the English year 9 itself. He was born in Tel Aviv, in Israel. It's actually interesting, came from great heritage. His father's name was Rabbi Yosef and his mother's name was Rabbanit Rachel. And I believe his family actually moved to Israel from Egypt. And at some point in time, they were also connected to the Aleppo in Syria, respectively. He learned in a Talmud Torah called Sinai, which was, I think it was a yeshiva in of itself, in Tel Aviv, in the old Yishuv HaChadash, in the new area, in the new neighborhood in Tel Aviv in itself. Then I believe afterwards he would go on and learn under the auspices of famous Rabbi Meir Mazuz, who happened to be the Rosh Yeshiva of Yeshivat Kisei Rachamim, and he would learn inside the yeshiva over there. I believe come what the English year of 1980, he was, I think he received a position as a ram in the yeshiva. Was really, really very knowledgeable and really great. In the Hebrew year, Hey Tafshin Mem Dalet, I believe he got married. After he got married, he would give Shurei Torah within regards to Halacha in Beit Knesset and various different Kolelim also, and would be connected within regards to various different Halacha Sefarim in of itself. And I believe at the time when the Shivat Kisei Rachamim, they, I think, formed the Bet Din, the Mishpat V'Tzedek. He, I believe, was appointed as a Dayan over there, very, very prestigious position in of itself. And we've related over various different videos within regards to the famous Yeshivat Kisei Rachamim on various occasions, especially Rabbi Mazuz being one of the great Tunisian, let's say, yeshivot, bastion of the Tunisian yeshivot over the entire world. And it's actually interesting. He would actually establish various different organizations. I think that was a short tenure. He was a judge, if I'm not mistaken. But he established a kollel, I believe, for abrechim, for rabbis, let's just say, that want to study Torah for a window of the day or a whole day in of itself, in the city of Bnei Brak, also in Cholon and in Yavne. Very, very prestigious, very great thing to do in 3 totally different areas, let's just say, in Israel. Then come what the year, Hey Tafshin Nun Tet, he founded, I believe, in Bnei Brak, a Beit Knesset of the name Yosef Da'at, which was, I think, named after his father. He was a great person. And they would, he would give various different tefillot shirim in and of itself, and musar shirim, and really inspire many people. He passed away, I believe, only at the age of 39 years old in the English year 2000. Unfortunately, he suffered from various illnesses, as they say, machla'at ma'ayam. Unfortunately, at that point in time. And much more can be related with regards to him. I believe there were synagogues in Yavne, Petach Tikva, and Elad, and various other synagogues all over the country that are named after him, which we mentioned before. He had established synagogues that were named after him also. I think the Kolel Abrechim Lehora'ah, Halichot Moshe Bnei Brak. There's Yeshivat Birkat Hashem in the Tzivot, and the Talmud Torah, a Torah learning academy in itself. Ha'ish Moshe in Bat Yam, another place where there is a very much growing Torah community in itself. I believe his brother is a Dayan, a judge and posek of Rav Shabtai Levi. His name is Rav Shabtai Levi, another great rabbi. Now he wrote various different books on halacha. And it's actually interesting. I think he received haskamot, approval in some of these books, even from Chacham Ovadia Yosef, the former chief rabbi of Israel. And his book, I think, Tefillah LeMoshe, even received a prize, I think, from the city of Bnei Brak, the Iriyat municipality of Bnei Brak in of itself. So really, really great comprehensive halacha books he actually written. So let's explore some of the books, including, I believe, the Menuchat Ahava, which was based on Hilchot Shabbat, laws of the Sabbath, the Jewish Sabbath. In Heitah Shinun Bet, if I'm not mistaken, featured various different halachot, Jewish laws, with concisive laws of itself, based on Sephardic ruling, and he would actually also bring about the Ashkenazi customs. I believe this was a book that received, let's say, approval of Rabbi Ovadia, Rav Shmuel Levi, and Rav Meir Mezuz, Rosh Yeshiva of Kiseh Rachamim. Another great Torah work in of itself was a Malaveh Hashem, which was Hilchot Shebit with regards to interest in of itself, charging interest. That was divided into 2 chalakim, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was printed in the year Hey Tavshin Nun Hey. Then there was Birkat Hashem, which was halachot, Jewish laws within regards to brachot, blessings within itself, printed in the Hebrew year Hey Tavshin Samach. A very, very great book, I think, under the name of Makor HaBracha. Then there was a Tefillah LaMoshe, which is a Shut, a She'elot and Shuvot book, questions and answers on various different Torah subjects related within regards to halacha. This was, I believe, divided up into 7 chalakim, 7 different sections in of itself, 7 volumes. Then the Yosef Da'at, which was Dionim and Pipulim, like in-depth study on the subjects of chazakah, like for example, Rov Uklalei Safek Sveka, doubts within regards to Jewish law. Then the Davar Hashmita, which was within regards to giving chizuk within regards to the topic of Heter HaMikira, which was printed in the year Hey Tavshin Mem Dalet. Then there was Kuntros Birkat Chatanim. Very also interesting. Lot Tashich, this was another great book. Ionim Herek Ezuhu Nashach. I think based on Masechet, the tractate of Baba Metzia in itself, I think there were different teachings, I think, based on Rabbi Meir Mezuz, and the second one was based on Rabbi Moshe Levy. Various other books on Talmud and Torah, Nevi'im, and Ketuvim on the Tanakh were in manuscript form. I'm not too sure if they were actually printed in of itself. Now, he left great students, some of the great rabbis nowadays. You can see what a powerful Kiruv influence this great rabbi had, and he let it overstream with so many great rabbis, including the famous Rabbi Yigal Kohen, who happens to be his student. He is now naturally the Rosh Mostot or Abiyah Omer, and a very famous outreach speaker representing especially the Sefradi community in of itself. And Rabbi we've spoken about before, he's got various different organizations and very, very powerful. He speaks for many of the big outreach organizations. Rabbi Eliyahu Benjamin Ma'adar, another great rabbi. He's currently, I believe, a Rosh Kollel in Dat Elazar in Elad, in the Orthodox city there. Rab Hanana Kohen, Rosh Mostot, of the Chachmot Rachmim, very great rabbi also. Rab Yaakov Kohen, who's a rabbi in a Kehillah, in a congregation in Ranana. Rab Ophir Tanji, there's a congregation, Torah Kehillah called Ma'ayan Chaim. And Harab Eliyahu Kohen happens to be the rabbi of Torah congregation in Or Yehuda neighborhood in of itself. So you can see the great rabbis he was connected to, and he created very much many great rabbanim himself. I believe he was buried in the cemetery, in the Vishnit cemetery in Bnei Brak, the ultra-Orthodox city of Bnei Brak. He worked all over different cities of Israel in of itself. He was a Talmid of the famous great rabbi, Rabbi Meir Mezuz, Rosh Yeshiva of Kiseh Rachamim. And please don't, this month was his, I believe it was in Yud Aleph Cheshvan, if I'm not mistaken. It was this month. If you're watching this next year and it happens to be Yud Aleph Cheshvan around this week, please don't forget candles in his memory. And friends, we're a community here. We're learning about all the great rabbis of yesteryear on this series at the moment. Please subscribe and like the videos. If you happen to be related to any of these great rabbanim, please let me know, send me a comment, send me an email. I'd like to hear more about these great Rachamim. And these are the greatest people of the world. And please be well, everyone, and take care. Have a great day.